Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Buncle Collects. Here we go again, another £1,000 worth of £2 coins to go through. So from my mate Sue at the post office, I'll go with this one first I think. She's been in contact with me again. Somebody else or a couple of other people have been and cashed in a total of actually £1,160, she told me. But I could only take the 1,000. I'll probably get the 160 another day. Or the way she's going, she'll probably turn that into, you know, another £1,000 in no time whatsoever. Really impressed with the first £1,000 she got me. The middle £500 was all right. Oh, ignore that. No PO box left, people. The middle 500 was okay. Let's see if this £1,000 does as well as the very first £1,000. Just make myself a little bit of space on the table because I forgot to do that. So we're looking for picture coins. I will check all the other coins off camera when I'm done for any errors or oddities or anything like that. I want picture coins. I want to fill the mat down in front of me with hopefully low minted coins. That's quite a high minted. That is the Shakespeare Hollow Crown. And hopefully rare and value. Oh, I tell you what, honestly, what a first bag, second bag, what a second bag, you absolute, oh my good God, flipping it. I was going to say, what an awesome quality that is. That 1999 rugby looks like it's basically out of a flipping bunk set. Oh, this really is a cash-in. This looks like something that's been in a annual set, broken out and spent. It's in absolutely fantastic condition. But look at this. It is Commonwealth Games. It's Northern Ireland. It's probably £40 worth of coin these days. I'm absolutely shaking. It is in pretty good condition. Let's just have a little look there. Oh my God. Sue, you are an absolute legend. Do you know that I've had £2,500 worth of £2 coins in 3 days. Unreal. I don't know what it is about her post office that where people are cashing in at the minute. Is it because it's the holidays? You know, because I'm filming this, I'm way ahead. I've had so many coins. I'm way ahead in filming the in these solo hunts. That's the Active Union United into One Kingdom. That yeah, it's still, what are we, July the 15th or 17th? Oh, do you know, I can't even think. No, it's the 25th on Tuesday. This is Friday night. So, I don't even know what day it is, but it's nearly the 25th of July. There is a Army Centenary. Oh, what's that one? That's just a randomer. That can go there because that's only worth £2. And yeah, Friday night. She only started getting me them on Wednesday. £1,000 on Wednesday. 500 quid on Thursday. £1,000 on Friday. We are absolutely, honestly, laughing all the way to the coin collectors' heaven. Well, I suppose bank. I was going to say coin collectors' bank. It's true. The amount of money that's gone in and out mine and Lady M's accounts, because it's been the same £1,000 that's been rotated through. Oh, I just hope it doesn't get flagged, but I don't care because these have been absolutely outstanding. 2 outstanding hunts and one still really good one. Even the one that was 500 quid still pulled out a plum, in my opinion. Oh, look at that. Honestly, look at that. Such lovely condition as well. I mean, that means that I found 2 Commonwealths in 3 days. There's a Commonwealth Games England that was found in that first hunt, which will be 2 Sundays ago from when this uploads. That's if I stick with the same schedule. Right, that is, I'm sure I will, that is the comedies, Shakespeare comedies, and that is the Shakespeare tragedies. So that is the Shakespeare set complete, the hat trick. That is so many irons in the fire. The Brunel achievements, the Archers of Paddington Station. We're doing all right for variety. Flipping it. We're still on the first bag. Still got absolutely bags of time to go. Oh, I just can't. Honestly, I can't believe it. I'm absolutely buzzing. Sue, you're a legend. So if you haven't seen the first cash-in or the last couple of videos, and I might have explained who Sue is. So Sue used to work at the post office that I normally get my £2 coins from. You'll have heard me talk about Liz, the #1 post office lady, Liz. Well, Sue used to work there. There's 2 lovely coins there, 2 silver keepers. And she moved on to a different post office. There's a golden guinea. It is a splendid thing. Less than 3 million minted. And we've also just over 3 million the Robert Burns as well. 2 silver fines. So yeah, she moved on to another post office a couple of months ago-ish, I think. Out of the blue, she messages me and says, listen, someone's just weighed in with £1,000 worth of £2 coins, which turned into £1,500 altogether. Do you want to come and get them? But presumably she doesn't normally get coins. She normally has to like order them in just to keep up with demand, not necessarily people cashing them in. And I was like, hell yeah, I'll get yourself down there. And then it's just been a just unbelievable run. It's turned into £1,000 of £500 and another £1,000. So yeah, I think I'll probably have to start calling Sue the #1 post office lady. There is another Army Centenary. Just can't get it through. I'll say what a second bag as well. And don't worry, I always do share the spoils with the post office ladies. There's always I don't sell that many coins. There's a Florence Nightingale. Shout out to Lady M for her favourite £2 coin. 150 years of nursing around the outside. I don't sell that many, really. Just a couple to keep the coffers ticking over. But I always make sure, there's a Rugby World Cup. Compare them two in a minute. I always make sure that there's an Easter treat and a Christmas treat for the ladies at the post office as a thank you. And that Northern Ireland will certainly help. Yeah, if you look at them two, look at a circulated one and a non-circulated one, the difference is remarkable. Definitely, I'm absolutely convinced that that's out of a pack. And if it isn't, then it's just unbelievably lightly circulated. Certainly not been in circulation for 24 years, that's for sure. There is Brunel, the man. His portrait on it, so got the little mini set there. Oh, there's a Britannia. Is it the? I don't think it's a 2021. We still haven't seen any, and I don't think that's the condition that makes it 2021. However, it is a 2015, just 650,000 minted. Not great condition, but look where it goes. Look where it goes. There. It is the 1, 2, 3, 4th lowest minted £2 coin you can get in circulation. In fact, it's joint third because them two have got the same vintage. So we're up for a gold find, a second gold find, a Commonwealth Games Northern Ireland, a Britannia from 2015. Let's see what this is. This is also going to be a commemorative. It's another Shakespeare. Tragedies. I'll check all the edge inscriptions afterwards, but I can't help but look at the Shakespeare skulls as we go along because we know there is a definite edge inscription error on that. So I can't wait to the end. I have to have a little glance before then. Right, Bungle, take a breath. Take a breath. I think I've Look at that. We've got another absolute beauty. It's technically a silver find, this, with just over 1 million minted, 1,040. 2011's Mary Rose, but it's definitely an honorary gold. Certainly not one that's found very often. Look at that. That will go. Are we going to complete this, Matt? Is it going to be completed over this £1,000? We've got a chance. There's a Charles Dickens. Something will turn up. I wonder whether, let's see once we get to the end of here, whether if I'd done all £2,500 together, which I couldn't because I don't have £2,500 to get coins with all in one go. But I just wonder over the 2,500 whether there is whether I would have completed the mat. And I tell you what I'm going to have to do as well. There's another commemorative coming up there. I tell you what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to go and get that extra 160 because imagine it's all part of the makeup. In fact, that bag that she made up there, it wasn't stamped or written on. That's the act of the abolition of the slave trade. That's what she was just making up out of the till. So there's definitely loose £2 coins in that batch. Doesn't necessarily mean it all comes from the same person, because she did say a few people had been in for and cashed in some £2 coins. There's another Brunel portrait. But there's a chance, isn't it? So I'm going to have to make sure I get down there and get them last few bits out. As far as I'm concerned, there's a chance of a Commonwealth. It's a nice 2015. I'd love to found a few of these still, really shiny 2015. We know 2015 have rotations on them where the Queen can be facing a different way. So if I got a really, really shiny one, that's the time to really find a rotation. It will increase its value. That's the Marconi. He bridges the Atlantic. He plays the Mambo. I mean, what more can that guy possibly do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 spaces needed for the two bottom rows, the most common of the £2 coins. So I'm cautiously optimistic. For some reason I thought that was another Commonwealth. Calm one's breasticles bungle. There is another Shakespeare comedies. I'm seeing, there's a tragedies as well. The description is correct. Yes, one's breasticles are getting a little bit in need of calming. I'm seeing Commonwealths where there's technologies. There's a Robert Burns. Had a real run of Robert Burns coins in the last few £2 hunts. It's not like an unbelievably common coin at all. Don't find that many. That's histories. Might find plenty of, say, Trinity houses, say, or Darwin, just similar mintages. But Robert Burns, I don't think so. But in the last 3 hunts, including this one, loads of them. Probably being one of the more common, actually. There hasn't been as well. There hasn't been a St. Paul's yet. Imagine that in 500 quid. Getting a Commonwealth, a Mary Rose, and a 2015 Britannia, and not getting a single St. Paul's. There's a second Golden Guinea to keep her for some, not for me. There is a second Active Union. I mean, I would keep them if I was absolutely made of money. Why not? It's a nice looking coin, under 3 million minted. Why wouldn't I? Right, let's get on to bag number 2. Part 2, straight on it. So this one has got a stamp on Silver's initial ditton. Usual messy stamp there. Not a clue where that was when that was done the biz. But it can only have been. I'll tip these slightly off to one side because I don't want to destroy the mat. There's the St. Paul. Ooh, these are thicker. These are all the same. These are all off the same person. I can tell by the really thick post office bags. It's exciting. Honestly, they are. Well, I don't know where they are, post office bags, but they are super thick, like they used to be back in the good old days when you get a Barclays bank that was a slightly different colour. It was a nice blue colour or something like that. Oh, I know me coin bags. Right, there's a St. Paul's. The most common commemorative £2 coin that you can find in circulation. And I'm surprised that's the first one we found. But it does help complete that bottom row. Only needed now the Kitchener. And the bottom row is complete. We need Richard Trevithick, DNA, and the Charles Darwin coin. Right, there's another one of them, another Army Centenary. The light's failing me a little bit. Apologies if they haven't really focused particularly well, some of them, because some of the natural light's going. I've put the big light on. I think it's just playing a little bit of havoc with the camera. And to be honest, I'm still a little bit giddy from that Commonwealth Games, so I can't say I've been paying the usual attention, but hopefully it's still worked out okay. Right, there's another Brunel portrait. Brunel the man. He's an engineer, you know. Yeah, these are definitely all the same person. Definitely, I can just tell. New bags as well. So this is definitely someone I can absolutely guarantee. This is someone that collects £2 coins in a jar. They've been somewhere. Oh, different. Nice. Guy Fawkes. Oh. Why did I put that there? Strange. Oh well. No, I still need 3 there then. Oh, no, that's that one. In a jar, has been into the bank or somewhere, asked for some, whatchamacallit, some bank bags. Thingied them out. Oh, there's another rugby. Weighed them in, done the biz, cashed them in, I can tell. Right, another Rugby World Cup. Put it underneath that one. So we've had a Richard Trevithick before. Don't think we've had a DNA. I think we have had a... I think we did have one of them, so I haven't had one of them. I've had that. We haven't had any trains at all. I don't think we've had a one of them either. Great Fire of London. So to answer my own question, so far, no. Another tragedies there. So far, no, we wouldn't have completed the match even if we had all £2,500 on the table at once. Right. Exciting. Still, we still might. Still got basically a £500 bank to go. I haven't opened that many yet. Right, there's another Act of Union, celebrating the union between England and Scotland. There's another Charles Dickens, commemorating Charles Dickens, the author, for all the works he does. Quite a good design, that. Charles Dickens' face and then all the names of the novels and plays and short stories, I think, on there. I think it was short stories. I did watch a video on it, I think, from, was it Coin Patrol? Who zoomed in and he showed you some of the names of things on there to give a little bit of history. I'm sure I might be wrong about short stories. Right, there's the St. Paul's, making up for the fact we didn't get one in the first half of this hunt. Is he going to focus? Is anybody bothered? There we go. Still barely drawn breath. I can't wait to tell Lady M. I've been keeping it well up to date with the doof and dangles and what I've been up to. You know, at one point as well, I wasn't even going to start doing £2 coin hunts. It was Richard B from RJ Coins who was the person that convinced me to do it. And I tell you what, I am half glad he did. These big discs are super cool. There's another Robert Burns. Right, I can see a commemorative coming up in the next bag, and it's one that we haven't had in this hunt or any of the others in that little mini series. And there it is, the DNA double helix. Is it going to focus? Yes, it is. I might take something nice in tomorrow, just as like a chocolate bar or something. The problem is she'll tell Liz and the others at the other post office, because they're already calling me a traitor for going somewhere else, because of course they're still in touch. Because Sue worked with Liz for many years. And if I get her something, they'll call me a traitor even more and say, well, you never bring us anything in kind of on spec. I think it's probably, the finds are so good, I've got to do something. Probably get her something alcohol related, I think. Another tragedies, because one thing they've all got in common in both post offices is they all like a drink. Oh boy, these coin bags are sexy. Not something afraid to hear every day. Right, we've got another Army Centenary. Got quite a nice condition. Charles Dickens there. Is it 2012 this came out? Yeah, 11 years old. Feel like kind of a bit of a stripe across it, but the rest of it looks in decent nick. My mouth's dry. Oh, the excitement. Right, another Army. The Army's definitely been the one that we found the most of. I wonder whether I should change the schedule, not up because I'm so far ahead. I'm probably into September now. It's July. I'll be at the back end. I upload these solo hunts on a Sunday. I'm probably up to September by now. I wonder whether I should just release them like all in one go, or 3 nights in a row maybe. Not sure. Right, another Brunel and another Comedies. How many bags left? Less than 10, I think. Or maybe about 10. So we're well over halfway now of the second 500. There's another comedies. I made a deal with myself there. I wasn't going to talk until I found another one. Another commemorative coin. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of just listening to the coins clank. Right, looks like five bags left, 6 maybe. You know, them bags are so thick it makes it look like there's more bags than we normally expect. EU, the Northern Ireland Commonwealth Games. They're still out there, people. Keep the faith. Just 485,500 minted. And I've got one. I found more of them than I have Wales and England put together, I think, Northern Ireland, even though they're so rare. I don't have an official tally. I know it's been just for a little bit of debate how many Commonwealths in total I've found. But it's not that many. Right, 3 bags. Here's the bronze medal position. The third one. The third step. Are we getting anything? Any commemoratives in? Oops. No. Oh dear. Bronze medal. Second. 2 to go. 2 to go. Penultimate bag. Are we going to fade out with nothing? Is there still another Commonwealth left to go? No, but there is another tragedies. A lot of tragedies there. Right, final bag. Well, I tell you what, listen. If you haven't subscribed before, now's the time. 1 bag left. Hang on, let's put that there. Now's the time to do it. This Commonwealth Games, Northern Ireland, the Mary Rose of Britannia. The little run that we've had. There's maybe the final one. This little run we've had, this little flurry of £2 kind of mega hunts is definitely worth a like, a subscribe, a comment, a share, and maybe go back and see anything if you haven't already seen them. Whew. Right, oh well the first bag was the kiddie, wasn't it? Definitely to go and get that last 160 quid that Sue's got, because I think the second part of the hunt brought us the Mary Rose, but the first part brought this wonderful Commonwealth Games and this wonderful condition Rugby World Cup. If you're not sure whether it's England or no, look at that. Let me know in the comments. Is that out of a set? Is that a bunk coin out of a set? I think it is. Yes, if you're not sure about whether you've got England or Northern Ireland, can you see in the middle of the flag there, there's some bumps. So any kind of bumps whatsoever in the middle or in the top middle of the flag, it's Northern Ireland, because England is smooth as a baby's bum. It really is. So can you see the bumps? There's a star in the middle there, then a crown on the top. England is real smooth, so you really can't. Once you know what you're looking for, you really can't get it wrong. Right, that's the plum. Please don't forget to do all the wonderful things for me in terms of subscribing, etc. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.